Hey guys, this is Samantha. Thanks so much for stopping by and visiting my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make this simple little box, complete with a lid that closes. It's super cute, perfect for swaps or Happy Meal or just for home decor, I suppose. Let's get started. To begin, you're going to need a piece of cardstock that measures 7.5 inches by 10.5 inches. I recommend using at least 80-pound cardstock as it won't be as flimsy. This is Lawn Fawn in Craft. On the 7.5 inch side, we're going to score it at 2.5 and 5 inches. I've gone ahead and done that off camera. We're going to score it on the 10.5 inch side at 1/2 inch, 3 inches, 5.5 inches, and 8 inches. I'm going to do that off camera and I will be right back. Next, what we're going to do is we are going to score it at 5 inches and we're going to go up to the first score line, skip this section, and continue scoring down past the second score line to the edge. So 5 inches, you just sort of lightly trace along and pick it back up. Then we're going to go over to the 8-inch side and we're going to do the same thing. Go to 8.5, score down to the first score line, lightly drag it across, and continue scoring from that second score line down. Okay? You'll have something that looks a bit like that, or exactly like that if you're doing it right. All right, next I'm going to show you what you're going to be cutting. And I'm going to do this with X's as I think it will be just a little bit easier to demonstrate what I'm thinking. Okay, so everything with an X is going to get cut away. We are going to cut it with the score line on the other side of our scissors. So we're going to try to get rid of as much of that ridge as we can. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off camera and I will be right back. When you're finished, you should have something that looks like this. What we're going to do is cut along this small rectangle up to the first score line. Repeat it on each one. Right up to the first score line. Then you're going to take some adhesive, and you can use whatever kind you like, but I prefer 1/4 inch score tape, and we are going to place a strip on sort of the center of those little rectangular boxes. So just 4 little strips of score tape. Like that. Then we're going to burnish, because if you burnish your score tape down, it will adhere better to the paper. Next, we're going to miter our edges. We're just going to cut little triangles, basically, right up to the corner, but not passing that score line. You see that? So right up to, but not passing. This, the reason that you do mitering is so you get a little bit of a better fold and less bulk. So you should have something that looks just like that. The next thing is completely optional, but I am going to round these corners on this little rectangular section. You don't have to do this. I just really think it looks nice and gives it more of a clean, polished look. So there we go. Then we are going to fold our score lines and burnish. fold and burnish, fold and burnish. Fold, burnish, fold those in, burnish, in, down, burnish. We're going to remove our score tape. Well, we'll remove the score tape backing anyway. And we're going to bring this part up and press the rectangular portion onto it, making sure it's nice and flush. We're going to do the same thing with this section, which I am just now realizing I forgot to bring up and burnish. That's okay, we can still make it work. And my box, I got a little too carried away with scoring, so it's kind of falling apart. But if you don't score so hard, it will work just fine. And pretend that that's not all janky. So there you have a very simple, basic box. I hope that you liked this tutorial. If you did, please consider subscribing and giving it a thumbs up. Have a fantastic day, and as always, stay gold, Pony Boy.